safe to say that tape were made for replaying scenes, but I'm too pensive to decide what's real. All 'cause you left me with a heart chock full of chills.
In the morning sun, you and I are one. Fingers through my hair, feel them everywhere. Don't know what to think, am I still dreaming? You're so perfect, baby, were you made for me? Nice to see you, how you doing? Did you know you're really something? You make me feel things I don't believe in. It's all up in my heart and all up in my spine. Those chills, hope it works out in the long run. I think about you and then the months go. Raise the issue and tangent your love songs. It's all up in my heart and all up in my spine. Those chills, those chills, those chills. Me, baby, you saved me.
Really, really good song. I have like a whole playlist just called Nighttime Drive. Stuff that's like kind of like slow and moody, but not like depression inducing. And that's on there along with a few other ones. But yeah. Welcome back. We'll be continuing with OneShot as soon as I open this Dr. Pepper. This is a special kind of Dr. Pepper. This is strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. I had one of these before, and it is very weird tasting it, let me tell you. It tastes like a cake, which is not a bad thing, but it certainly makes your like throat or like your brain go haywire a little bit, because it tastes like a cake, your brain already assumes like, oh, this taste is a solid or at least something to chew, not a liquid. So whenever you're trying to tell your brain like, hey, this is a liquid, you need to drink this, it's like, whoa, no, it shouldn't be. So it's very weird. And very sweet. I can't deny that it tastes a little bit like medicine, but it's not bad. It's like a hint of like medicine taste in it. It's not that bad though. Not that bad. I'm not saying go out and buy some, but if you want like a weird different taste, it's definitely weird and different. Oh, okay. Anyways, we will get on with OneShot. And hold on. Game capture, where is it? There it is. I'm back. I'm also noticing it either. Am I the only one who's seeing this? So, yes, the game does not like us going out of it. Nico is affected by us exiting out of the game, so That's certainly something. I have to get it just right too. Let me go out into a better lit area. Just make sure I have the black borders at the right amount. I think that's good. Yeah, I can kind of see it like end there. And I think there's a little bit more. Yep, there is a little bit more there. Okay. I think that's good. That's good enough, at least. Okay. Back to Nico. So the last thing we did, the very last thing we did was we oiled, quote unquote, this robot here. Talk to the hedge engineer yet. She lives near the mine entrance. Giving you the coordinates, but right. So we need to go talk to her. That's what we need to do next. Which way is faster? I think they're about the same distance anyways. So we did a few things. We found a gas mask that I had to... the gas mask was in a safe, and the only way to get the code of this safe was to look into my actual documents folder and see a text file that the game made in there. So that was something. Interesting. Which let us go to the upper areas of this ring that we're kind of on. We've already met this head engineer that we're going to go talk to again. And we powered up some robots that were previously powered down. There's the safe that we got the gas mask from. And for the most part, that was it. We have the light bulb with us, basically telling, hey, this is the world's light. So, you know, don't let it go to waste. So, try not to. Oh, I went too far. I definitely think, I don't know if this is true or not. Don't take my word for fact, but I think in previous iterations of this game, you could only play through the entire game in one sitting. If you ever turn the game off, then it would make your save unusable. But I think the developers, as unique and cool of an idea that is, it's also very, 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 very annoying. Meaning you have to play this game, you had to clear an entire afternoon just to play it, which of course a lot of people don't really want to do that. So instead they changed it to where you can, as long as you quit out of the game normally, you can save. Excuse me again, miss. I found a robot who can take me towards the tower, but it's having some trouble, so it told me to talk to you. Alright. What is this issue? It says something about its navigation circuits being fried. Just the navigation circuits? Apparently. He and I fixed everything else, I think. I have something that may help. Robots have the ability to trace material from their source locations. If you let the robot borrow this, then its backup tracking system should activate. Ooh. Cool. It's a very pretty necklace. What's it made of? Amber found from the glen. What's the thing inside the amber? The black clover? That's a common plant in our world. It's also... I'm not sure if I can even bear to part with this. The program says yes, but I still feel conflicted. Never mind. You need to finish your mission more than I need a keepsake. Here. Oh, thank you! Yay! We have, Amber. Fargo, is there anything else I can do in return? Actually, do you know how to play chess? Yeah! Well, sort of. I played it with some older kids before. Then will you play a game with me? I mean, I don't know the rules very well, but I guess it's the least I could do. Aww. You're really good at this. Thank you. It was built into my code. Ah, so what's it like being a robot and all? I've talked to other robots and they all say something about programming and code and stuff. Even you did just now. It's a little hard to understand sometimes. I know. Most of the robots here are not tamed. Tamed? Watch out. There goes my bishop. Taming is complicated. Oh? How complicated exactly? There goes my other bishop. I can't really explain what tamed robots are, but I am one of them. Also, let me quickly move my guy a little over here. I try to keep him for art streams a little out of the way. That way the art can be the central point. Anyways, all the other tame robots have been moved to other regions. Exactly where, I don't know. Oh? There goes my little horse. Knight. Right. Oh, have you ever been to any other regions? I heard that there's 2 more. In the past, yes. I still have the data, the coordinates, the memories. I don't know how much of that still holds true. The world may be a very different place now. Because the sun is gone? No. I said this already, didn't I? The sun probably won't save the world. The decaying started back before the sun went out. The sun's sudden death was just the tipping point, and things went south really fast after that. Oh, then there's nothing I can do? Check. What? When did your queen get there? The only thing you can do is complete your pilgrimage. In a way, you're only supposed to be a second chance for the people, just like how the Barons was only supposed to be a second chance for me. There's no guarantee that things will work out. But, checkmate. Alright, I guess I kept you long enough. Thank you for listening. Hope you get home safely. Ah, thank you also. Aw, that's sweet. Well, back to the robot. Can I move with the right stick? No, I can't. Excuse me. This is Ember from the Glen. I can remember now. Activating tracking system. Setting course. Wait. This boat is over capacity. You'll need to leave behind some of your possessions. Oh, well, I don't think I'll be needing this crowbar anymore. Or this gas mask and gloves. That is acceptable. Onwards we go. Aww. Aww. Little Nico. Here's your stop, the Glen. Thank you. There should be a village to the north, but that's all I can recall. Oh, that's good to know. Farewell. May your mission be a success. Are you leaving? Yes. I must return to my station. But you'll be alone again. It's okay. I have not been tamed. Well, I guess we're not getting our crowbar and gas mask and gloves back. But guess we also won't need them. Ooh. Very pretty indeed. Hello. Catching fireflies for mommy. Aww. There's the clovers. What's this way? A lot of stuff. Most of the green moss covering our village has already lost its glow. If it wasn't for the thin strip left on the boundaries of the land, people could easily fall into the ocean. Without light, land and waters becomes indistinguishably here. Lots of houses to go into, too. It's not ready yet, but would you like some stew? I'm not hungry, but thank you. It's the least I can offer the savior. Like a mattress. Me too. You're gonna get dizzy if you keep spinning around like that. I'm the tower. Huh? Grandpa says the tower used to spin all the time bringing sunlight to the world. I want to see it too. Well, I'm here now. I guess it'll be a matter of time again. I would spin with them if I could, but this is the best spinning I can do. It's not as graceful. And he says the world is very sick, but he can make it better again. Are you? Are you him? Not really. I'm just the messiah they sent. I can talk with him, though. Wow, what's that like? Really cool! Aww. I saw more of those squares while out fishing. I knew better than to get too close, though. Squares? Squares, man, they're bad news. Okay. Wow, is that the sun? Yeah, and you're holding it? Isn't it hot? Not really. It's nice and warm. Slowly being chipped away already, but it's still trying to stay alive, I think. Doesn't matter. One day the world will finally give up this fight. Just hope I'm not alive to see it. I'm bringing back the sun, though. That won't fix the root of the problem. Just like the other lady said. Don't lose heart. Without the sun, the world will die much faster. At the very least, I'm sure everyone would like to see the sun again. Family at an alarming rate. I don't like to think about the day when this town finally loses to the intruding sea. Find another place to settle. Go. Amazing. Oh god, there's a lot of goats. Crops have been going poorly without the sun. There's no telling how long our surpluses will last. Saver, you have to hurry. I'll do my best. Aww. Who are you? Hello. I need someone to help herd my rams. Excuse me. Oh, I can do that. I've seen some grown-ups do it back home. You just gotta have to push them around. But you were carrying the sun. Wait, can't you just watch the sun for me? I cannot. I am but a simple shepherd. Okay. Come back when your hands are free. You'll be rewarded if you can herd my rams. What? Okay. Hey, you here to trade? Trade? Yeah! Is there anything you want to get rid of? Make me an offer and I'll give you something in return. Do we have something like that? No, not really. But I'll keep it in mind. There's so many more places to go now. Looks like an altar. Oh, the material looks like amber. Guess I could trade this. It's the right thing to trade. Yeah, one of those coin things. I dug out a couple of those before. Yeah? Yeah, this guy would trade me the best things for them. Oh, like one time he brought me this little machine that plays music. I don't know what it's called, but you have to wind it up. A music box? That's it. I wish that guy would come back soon. I haven't seen him in forever. I want to do more trades with him. No. Wait, trade this? Do you want to find out what it says first? What's that, a book? I'm not sure if I want to take books. I can't read. Flood can take away our farmlands, but it can't take away our fish. Fair point. Everybody's is full of vines. Hmm. Well, alright then. I think I explored most places around here. Guess I'll go south now. See what's down and over this way. Time when our people used to live in these ruins, but due to flooding, most of us have moved to less permanent settlements. Flooding? Aye, the land has gotten brittle. The glen used to be in one piece, you know, but now it's just a bunch of islands that get smaller and smaller. Ah. Aww. That's sad. What's this way? Oh, Alula? Alula, where did you go? Did you hear that? Alula, I think it's coming from southeast of here. Best fishing spot I've found yet. All the fish I catch here are longer than my arm. Southeast. Hey, you there. Have you seen a little girl? She's a little bit shorter than you and... Wait, that's the sun! Are you our savior? Yeah? Oh my stars, sorry for my rudeness. It's alright. Are you looking for someone? My little sister, she's been gone for 3 days now. I've been looking all over, but what does she look like? A little shorter than you, long blue hair, 2 blue feathers on top of her head. Sorry I haven't seen anyone like that. Where was the last place you saw her? Back inside the ruins. She said she was headed towards the forest, so I'm waiting here now. Ran out of places to look. Are you from this village? No, I don't remember why, but our father left the village while we were still young. We've lived in the ruins ever since. Well, just Alula and I now. I can't lose her too. What ruins are you talking about? Hassan, you're the Messiah. Are you on your way to the tower? Mm-hmm. You can enter the refuge through this wall. You need to sign your name in this scroll first. Alright. Do you have a pen? No. I have lost mine. Perhaps you should look around the glen for another. Well. I need a pen. Good to know. Hi, robot. Hello, person. Please do note that the ruins below are partially flooded. Oh. Should we not be here? There is no immediate danger. Using this area as a dwelling is not recommended, however. Just goes further in. This is huge. Computer? Hello again. Hi. Seems I need to help you again. Nico will not be able to progress otherwise. This time, the information you need has fallen to the most easily accessible place on your machine. Do I see it? Probably my desktop. If I would have to guess. Do I see it? No. I know you're not exactly the that bright for a god. This shouldn't be difficult. Just poke around. It really isn't hard to miss. Could be in downloads. Could be in documents again. We'll see. Nope. Sometimes stuff doesn't show up on... Oh! It changed my background. Rude. I liked the way my background was. Okay. Very rude, indeed. But interesting. I give it that. Okay. Well, I guess that's good to know. I don't know if I still have the image I had in my previous background. I might have to change that. It's a little rude to do that without my consent, but fair. Signs appeared mere minutes ago. Really? I've been seeing a lot of them in doorways and stuff. I just assume it's because this place was abandoned. A sign of distress. Huh? Excuse me. A living being is in need of help, but I cannot trace the source. Ah. Hello, person. 2 children reside near here. Well, thanks for telling me. Pathway is blocked by blocks. Well, okay, can't go that way. Can I go down this way? Oh boy. Savior? I can't believe it. You're real. Miss? Are you alright? No. We should carry you to the village. Maybe they could... It's okay. It's okay. Too late for me. But... the sun. I haven't seen it. I haven't felt it in so long. Savior, if it's not too much trouble, can you lend me the sun for a while? Will it make you better? No. It will not save me. I just want to experience the sun one more time before I... well... Oh. Would it be too selfish of me to ask? What should I do? I don't like this. I don't like this. I'll do it. Here. Warm. I have almost forgotten. It's so warm. That's good, right? The vines should be gone now. I'm not afraid anymore. Well, I don't have the sun on me anymore, so I can go and do the one thing. I'll let her keep it for now. For now. I will come back and get it. But what was that one NPC that said I needed to let go of the sun? I already forget. Everything's already so much darker. Interesting. What am I right with? Now that I don't have the sun, people are definitely gonna be probably acting a little different around me. Okay, maybe not. I legitimately don't remember the NPC that wanted me to have empty hands. Oh, it was the shepherd. That's right. It was you. I see your hands are now free. Would you like to help me herd my rams? There's a great reward in store for you, I promise. Yeah. Excellent. The south is the peninsula inhabited by my rams, all standing in unfortunate spots. You need to move them onto the darker moss. If you get stuck, ring a bell, and they'll all return to their original positions. Good luck. Southern Peninsula. Oh, it's a puzzle. I see. So I need to get them all out of here? Okay. No, I need to get them onto. So there's 5 of them. There's 5 holes. Okay, so I need to get them all on the different holes. That one probably goes there. Then I can't move that one. Amazing. Yeah. Let me redo that. Okay. I can only push them. I can't pull them. So. Huh. I guess. Oh, wait. I can see what I need to do. So first do that. And then should be able to push him on there. No. No, wait. Ooh. Wait, it's a little tricky. No, I can get it. I think. Okay, so I can move over here. I wasn't sure. So that's a good thing. That is a very good thing, because it kind of helps me. Should I push him onto there? Can do all of that. Let's push him over there. And then I can push him down. There we go. You go over there, and you over there. You provided a great service for all of Ramkind. In return, take this fine ram wool. Oh, thanks. That was an interesting little puzzle. Okay, well, I can probably think of something I'd like to trade. You'll take wool, right? What can this wool get me? Wool, huh? That'll get you this fine vial of... I'm not sure what this is, actually. Some sort of fabric dye? How about it? Sure. I'll do it. Pleasure doing business. Bottle of dye. Used for dyeing wool. Interesting. Too cramped, you know? It's not like this place is getting any bigger with the rising waters and all. Maybe the city isn't so bad after all. What could I use this for? Gotcha. Can I trade it back to him? Just give that to you. What do you want to trade it back? Not really. Good, because I wasn't gonna. Well, alright. It's worth a shot. Altar. Got a cloak. Pair of shoes and some jewelry. Interesting. Excuse me. Okay. Well, could probably use the ink. Well, I said ink, even though it says a bottle of dye, but it's probably going to be used as ink for a pen. So we have to go find a pen, and then we use this as the ink for the pen. That way we can write on the scroll. Where the pen is, I don't know. That's gonna be a little difficult. Sure, I talked to you. Pretty sure I went into every house I could. Yeah, pretty sure I did. Anywhere else I haven't been yet? Don't think so. Something's biting. Something's biting. Oh, big. Ah. There was actually a mod for Big that turned him into Sonic. Thought about it, and I was like, that'd be too creepy. And too weird, and too fetishy. So I'm like, no, I won't get it. Oh, there's a little bridge over here. Looks like we can go even more south, too. Robot. Hello, person. Welcome to the research station. Hello. Are you sent here by Dr. Silverpoint? No. Oh, carry on then. Hello, person. Welcome to the research station. Hello. Oh. Research station. How come you're red instead of green? Well, more of a purple than red. But your eyes and stuff are red. I'm only here to pick up this week's moss samples. I will return to my station in the city soon. I see. Charge of collecting the moss samples. Cool. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Oh. He and I actually fixed one of those earlier in the place across the ocean. Generator does not need to be fixed right now. Right, you guys already have power and all. It's got a working battery. Nice. Phosphor trees are now being protected under the new laws. Please do not harvest them. I'm not? Phosphor trees' growth rate has been reduced as of late. Why could that be? Hello, living person. Hello. I have collected a duplicate water sample. Would you like it? My program says that organic beings need water to survive, so I shall offer it to you. Oh, sure, we'll take it. Nice. Tube of water. Water collection project resuming. What is that thing? An anomaly. Well, yeah, but... yeah, one appeared earlier. And there's nothing else? Is that it? Is there really nothing else? Seems like this would be the place to go. I guess not. Okay, well, I thought if any place would have a pen, probably a factory would be it, but I guess not. Searched everywhere I could. Water sample collection in progress. Hmm. A little tired from walking. Taking a nap? Sure. And then the game closes. And it did, okay, it did change my background back to normal. That's good. Oh. Game, like, crashed. I don't know if that's good. Uh-oh. It's probably fine. Another dream. Hmm. I had another dream. Did you see this one too? Yep. I was in a big field like the one in my last dream, and I saw my village, but then I woke up. I don't think this world has anything like that. I mean, big wheat fields. The only big plants I've seen here are a bunch of weird trees. Those balls of moss floating in the water. Wait, is moss even a plant? Say, have you seen a wheat field before? I have, many times actually. Oh, they're really pretty, aren't they? Not that pretty. The one around my village goes around for miles. The plants are really tall. Sometimes I can't even see through them. When it's windy out, the wind can make waves in it. It's like an ocean of food. Oh wait, but there's food in regular oceans too, like fish or crabs. I've never actually been to a real ocean until now. Actually, I've been to the ocean. I have. That's really cool. I've only seen the ocean on TV before. I never thought I'd get to ride a boat through one. Blah, blah. The water back home doesn't even have glowy stuff like how it is here. But I guess it's because the world is already so dark. I used to be scared of the dark. It's a little hard to imagine that now after spending so much time here. Long ago, I couldn't even go to sleep without a lamp. I mean, I used to be that for a long time, to be honest. I used to have a nightlight for many years. I think I stopped having a nightlight. You know? No, yeah, I think it was college days. Whenever I finally went to college, I finally stopped having a nightlight, which was when I was 18. Me too, actually. Really? Even though you're a god? Yeah. I see. Oh, but it's a good thing I got over that fear. Otherwise, I wouldn't last long here. Again, I've been carrying around the sun, so it's not too bad. Also, I don't feel scared at all with you guiding me, so thanks for that. Aw. Maybe we should head out now. Good idea. Still don't know where a pen is. Tried looking around for one, but no dice. He said somewhere in the village, didn't he? Maybe I need to go around and talk to the village more. Something to write with? I got dye. Doesn't work. Tube of water? Journal? Okay, I don't know. Let's go back to the village and see if we can find anyone. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. And pay for a bunch of popcorn and soda. I'm a little worried keeping the sun there with that girl for this long, but it'll probably be fine. Probably. Guess I'll just... Can you... Wait, can you see them too? I can only hear them in my head. Oh, there's a door on the side here. At least, well, looks like it, but... Nope, can't go in. I don't know what that means. guys glow in the dark. Yeah, it's just like the sun. Oh, in here, kind of still. Coals. Hmm. Huh. No place to settle. Me too. Huh. Pen, pen, pen. A pen, a pen, a pen. Pen. Hmm. Oh. Hey. This is connected to the... Okay. Still haven't figured out. You remember the document, correct? This time it's even more obvious. It's the most easiest to place on your machine. Yeah, I know. I haven't even found the puzzle room yet. It showed me a picture of a light bulb made out of like squares, so I'm assuming I have to go... Ah, here we go. It was like this, I'm pretty sure. I think. I have to actually look at my oh, okay. 3, 3, 3, and then one in the middle. Got it. I did it a little wrong. Although that's interesting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I'll get it. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, it went back to windowed. You saved me. Thank you. I was trapped in there for so long. So, are you Alula? You knew my name? Wow, the Messiah really does know everything. Actually, I just met your brother earlier. Oh, right. Gosh, Calamus must be so worried. Can you bring him to me? Can you bring me to him? What? Sure. Put the game back in full screen. Maybe. There we go. Wait a minute. How did you know I was the Messiah? I don't have the sun with me. Your eyes. Huh? They reminded me of the sun. Oh, that's why you're our Messiah, right? Well, a lot of people back in my homeworld would have eyes like mine. Home world? Yeah, I'm actually from another world, you see. It's a place where the sun is in the sky and not in a tower. Do you like this world too? Yeah. Yay! Calamus keeps saying how this world is getting more dangerous by the minute. But that's okay, you're here now. You can make everything better. Yeah. Aww. Alright, well, let's go meet him. Found this plant person. She was barely holding on. Gave her some for now. She said it was too late for her. I understand. I need to report this to the city. Oh, okay. Right, that's why that door was open now. It's because we gave her the sun. Ah. Oh. Might as well return this lost child. Calamus! Alula! You're okay! Thank goodness. I was trapped in this room, and it was really scary, but the Messiah saved me. Trapped? In the ruins? Yeah! There was that weird stuff in the door. You know, the floating squares we see next to the ocean sometimes? The stuff you told me to stay away from? It's spread to the ruins now? This isn't good. Don't worry, I didn't touch it. I'm not hurting or anything. Still, if it gets any worse, I might have to find somewhere else to live. What is this square stuff exactly? Bad. Anything that touches them just sort of gets messed up. Whenever you hear people say the world is decaying, that's what they meant. Obviously, you should avoid them too. I will. Anyway, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my sister, Savior. Just call me Nico. Oh, gosh, would it not be rude to call you by name? Huh? Why would it be? I mean, I'm just a kid like you guys. Ah, then would you like to visit our house, Nico? Sure. Yay! Let's go! Aww. No, shoot. Looks like we can't get past that block. Seriously? I'll be up ahead. I never thought of that. You kind of get used to all the debris after living here for a while. Come on, our house isn't far from here. That was nice. So, welcome to our home. I know it's not much, but feel free to make yourself comfortable. Ah, there it is. Excuse me. Here, we want you to have this. There we go. There's something we can write with. Thank you. Oh, a feather. The edges are glowing yellow. It's a sacred feather from the great prophet. Oh? Yeah! She's the old lady our dad used to know. Her feathers can glow in the dark and she can see into the future. What? Or something like that. She gave her one of her feathers to Father before she died. Father wanted to pass this down as an heirloom, although it feels more fitting for you to have it. Are you sure? Totally sure! That's what Father would have wanted. Thank you. Nice. What's back here? Everyone's full of dust and cobwebs. Well, now I can use the both. Oh yeah, we can use the feather as a pen. I saw it in a picture book once. Nice. Alright. Let's go use it as a pen. Which I think was this way? No, this is the... Maybe we should go get our sun back. So the sun... Leaving the sun here just makes the vines go away. Oh shit. That's bad. The light's gone out. Do you know what happened? No. You... Really? But... Oh, what am I gonna do? It lit up again? Phew. She's gone. Oh, there's something on the ground here. It looks like a kernel of corn? She must have left it behind. Okay, whew. All good then. Nice, and the vines are completely gone. And we have a seed. Can we trade it? That's awful, but... Is that by the plant lady? Oh, but what if it's like her baby? I can't give away someone's baby like that, especially not to a bird. Hey. Anyways. Hey, you know, just gotta try everything with everything. Me too. Alright, let's go write our name. Lots of walking around. Lots of walking around. This is very, very calming music. And honestly, once I'm done with this game, I'll put the OneShot OST onto the playlist. Right with, I have found a pen, sort of. Good, please write your name here. Good luck. Ah, shit. What in the world? Oh boy. Not good. Ah. Oh. We're in a city now. Ah, the sun. Hello, Messiah. Welcome to the refuge. Do you understand what you must do here? I'm supposed to go inside the tower, right? I already see the tower, so I guess we must be close. Where's the entrance? On the surface. The surface? Look down, small one. Oh, we're pretty high up. I guess you gotta get down a lot of stairs. Or find an elevator. Correct. However, the tower is a sacred place. Finding the entrance may be easy, but that alone will not be enough. What do you mean? Once you reach the surface, I recommend visiting the library for leads. Alright, thank you. Off you go then, I wish you luck. Sacred kernel is permitted access. I have the kernel. There's a... Oh, like a kernel of corn? I have this! It was left behind by the plant lady in the glen. That is indeed the kernel. Then it is your duty to regrow her. Do you understand what you must do? Take the seed to the garden. Plant it in the pot in the center. You may now pass through here to access the garden. Okay. Well, good thing I got that. Put the seed in the planter. There's no dirt in this pot. Does he really grow like this? Dirt before you can water it. Okay. Well, I did not grab any dirt, so... I hope I don't need to go back to the glen. I don't know if I can go back to the glen. Guess we'll see. Come on. Come on. Work already. Huh? What was that? Come on. Come on. I'm too busy for this. Excuse me? Whoa. You're you. Oh, geez, I didn't think I was going to run into... This is embarrassing. Is there anything I can help you with? Yes, please. I would like to know how to get to the surface. Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that. Right now, this elevator is the only way to access the surface, but... Yeah, just take a look at it. It looks like an elevator. Well, you're not wrong, but go look at the button panel. There aren't any buttons. Yep, that's a problem. There's usually a big button here that says ground on it, you know, because it takes you to the ground area, but now it's been ripped out or something. Tried looking everywhere for it, to no avail. Maybe it exploded. Do you think we'll have to make a new one? What? How? We'll figure it out. Fair. Oh shit. Okay. Guess I'll go down this way. Oh, these things are everywhere. Thingy. It's an empty coffee tin. Nice. Could probably use that as dirt. Milk and sugar. I like both, but not in coffee. Oh, hi there. Hello! How come there aren't any people here? Normally cafes have tons of people. Yeah, it's a really slow day. Do you think it's because the ground access elevator is broken? So I've been told. City's infrastructure has been suffering a lot lately. Skywalks and stairs breaking off left and right. The only reliable way of transport are those elevators. Till now, anyway. That's great. Sorry about the trash on the floor. I was gonna throw it earlier, but then my coworkers caught on fire and I had to drop everything to help them out. They're fine now, though. It's a good thing fire doesn't hurt robots, huh? Milk and sugar. Guess so. Still have our feather, which is good. Okay. Guess we can't go anywhere else. At least on this way. What's to the left? Another bed. Nice. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Sure. And that's actually a really good spot for me to, I have to really go to the bathroom. Like, really go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Don't do anything crazy without me. I'll also put on some music on. Alright. Back. Sorry about that. We are back. We will get OneShot back open. Ooh. Something new. Aw, pancakes! 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 Yeah! Nico like pancake. Aww. That's adorable. I have to screenshot that. Happy Nico. I had another dream. Mama was there. Did you see her? She made me pancakes! I think it was my birthday. People always get their favorite food on their birthday. A whole lot of it. Do you have a birthday too? I do. Oh, then what's your favorite food? Is it pancakes? Wait, do you like pancakes? I do. Me too. On my last birthday, I ate 10 of them. I was so full I didn't eat anything else that day. Mama makes the best pancakes. Some of the neighbors make really good noodles. And, oh, one of the neighbors make a lot of bread. Do you have any neighbors? I do. Oh, do they share their food with you? No. That's not very nice of them. Our neighbors and my mama take turns making food for the whole village each day. Everyone also takes turns doing chores and watching the little kids. I don't need to be watching anymore, though. Well enough to help out. I miss everyone. I've been gone for a while now, haven't I? I wonder if they're worried about me. Speaking of helping out, we should probably go now. Good idea. Okay, so that's all that's there on the left side. What about up here? Door's locked. Okay. Landscape painting. Abstract painting. Are you an intruder? Because if you are, I, Model 8XM Home Security Bot, TM, serial number 39232B839W4, will have to report you. Oh, sorry. I kind of just walked in because the door was unlocked. You want me to leave? Scanning for suspicious activity. Suspicious activity is detected 0. Well, I guess as long as I don't do anything bad. It's off. No one lives here. We can't just sleep in their bed. All the family photos. Oh, hi. Okay. Fair. It's big penguin plush. Hello, penguin.
Hello.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Oh, hello, penguin.
Hello.
I don't like the penguin. It's a pink flower. Would you like to play a game? Oh, sure. What game would you like to play? Do you know rock, paper, scissors? Desired difficulty level? Huh? Desired direction of turns? Please set your timer. Never mind. Parents are like literally never home. But I don't mind, I'm used to it. Besides, I've got Model CWT 2nd Gen Unit 4E here to keep me company now. She still talks a little weird sometimes, but that's okay, she's learning. If I work real hard, she might even be tamed someday. I keep hearing that word. What, tame? Nobody's told me what it means yet. That's just a robot thing. I can't really explain it either. Alright. This is a long hallway. Oh. Me too. I just moved from the Glen. Things are so different in the city. You've been to the Glen, right? Yeah. Everything's so green back there. I really miss it. My neighbor gave me some plants to cheer me up, but I should probably get a muzzle for Betsy there. Roomba. I'm not sure what this is. Looks like a little car. You should ride on it. What? Do it. Wee. Wee. Can I ride out with it? That was fun. We ride at dawn. Achievement unlocked. Nice. Whoa. Hello there. You have a lot of plants. I do. Grew them all these myself, you see. Rude to ask me about them. Oh, you're a gardener, right? Yep. Do you happen to have any dirt? For growing plants, I mean. Yep. Need some? Yes. I'm supposed to plant the seed left behind by a plant lady. Pot in the garden doesn't have any soil. I see. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Here, take this whole bag. Thanks. Nice. The handle part is shaped like an owl? I get it. Trowel. Half full. Okay then. Well, now we got soil. Still have other places to check though. We'll go do that in a bit. You have a TV for a head. Hey there. Hello. You're the Messiah? Mm-hmm. Like your scarf. Thank you. Mom made it for me. Tell her I like her needlework. I will. When I see her again. Aww. Fridge. Fridge has magnets on it. Maybe they'll come in handy. Hope no one will mind us taking them. Just take the magnets. Alright. We'll stick to aluminum. Aw. Well, I guess we'll find out what the magnets do later. I can unlock this door. Oh, nice. So it's easier to get back outside. Nice! Well, we got our soil. And we got our magnets. That I don't really know what we need for, but I guess we'll find that out. Oh, what's this way? A woman with a clock. Good afternoon. Well, the time of the day doesn't really mean anything now. With the sun gone, the night never seems to end. And how can you tell? Time, I mean. I have my ways. Fair. Oh. Oh, here we go with another computer. Going to need this soon. Take this film and expose it to the void. The answer will be revealed when you bring it back again. Here, print out a strange, transparent sheet. Weird film. Whoa. It's got a bunch of numbers. Cool. Piece of metal set into the wall. Or some kind of vault. A small screen here in the middle. Hmm. This is getting into like true lab territory. I don't know if I like it. Wow. I've actually never been to a big city before. All these lights, all these people. I guess most of this world's population lives here. That's pretty. I'll take another screenshot, why not? Very different from my village. The village is very small and surrounded by huge fields. Saw a bit of that in one of my dreams from a while ago. The tallest buildings in our village are only 2 stories tall. What about you? Where do you live? Right now, a city. City like this? Wow. Imagine living in a city. Must be exciting and kind of scary. He was nice though. Guess it just wraps around. That was interesting. They're just bolted so people won't steal them. Feel free to use, though. A tape dispenser. It's bolted to the table. I am the power room mechanic. You have an issue to report. Yeah, actually, the surface access elevator appears to be broken. There's a button missing, and can you go take a look? Leaving this room is not in my programming. Never mind. And a computer terminal. Do we have anything that we would need the tape for? Weird film. Oh, I don't think we need that for anything. Okay. Well, I'll figure out what we need it for. But for now, let's go and give the seed the soil and the water it needs. Helps you grow little seed. It's in the soil, but it looks a bit dry. Good thing we got water. Good thinking. Water should help this seed grow. The dirt's nice and moist now, but what if it dries out? There's only so much water from this little tube. I'll put on the tube for now, just in case. No, you can't combine anything that has green text. Okay, well, I guess I kind of safely assumed that that would do something a little more grand, but turns out it didn't. Okay. Probably can't head back to the Glen, can we? I don't want to go back. Well, good thing we got that water then. I'm assuming we would have had to get the water no matter what, but didn't really feel like it. I'm wrong. Be able to make that button? Well, no pressure, kid. I'll just stick with my original plan for now. Time to kick the door again. My foot hurts. Okay. Nearly full. Cheer him up. Told him the only ground I've seen today is coffee grounds. He didn't get it. Shit, I'm a little at a loss here. Gave me a film. But I don't know what the hell I need to use it for. It is a lot of numbers. I know you can't really see it, but it is a ton of numbers that I don't know if they have any meaning or anything. So I'm assuming I'm just supposed to use it like any other item. Doesn't seem like it though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should head back to that computer. Talk to it again. See if it has any more advice. Still clueless. Figures. Want another tip? Yes. There's a void beyond the four walls that bind our will to yours, the edges of your viewport, where everything is obscured. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Pass the film through the void and back again. Pass the film through the void and back again. I have to actually move the window around? Pass the void through the film. Pass the film through the void. I can't enlarge and... I was like, oh, maybe I have to resize the window. No, that's not working either. Pass the film through the void? Oh. Oh, shit. I had to move the... Okay, so I was right in moving the window. I had to move the window outside of the... of the actual screen of the desktop. That's pretty clever. I don't even know how you do that. That is crazy. So now we have the numbers 63014. Let me actually write that down. 63014. Just so I got it. Okay, well, interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen any code or like number key to put that in yet, but if I do, well, I know the code now. I guess I can kind of think on like how they did that. Whenever you put something outside of your window, it pauses the frame, so maybe they just use that in some way. Stapler, it's pulled to the table. Like maybe I can like get the bolts off or something. No, I don't think that's working. What kind of computer terminal? Okay. Time here is precious. Please do cherish it. I will. Even this music kind of reminds me of the True Lab. Got some of the same, like, note patterns. I can't remember seeing anything that needed a code. I'll go back left. I have to go up. Left, that's right. Still curious on what I need these magnets for. Too young to drink coffee. Again, most plants in our world tend to grow in the glen. Even if it's facing the flooding issues, it's still in better condition than the other two areas. Barrens is, well, barrens, and Refuge City is barely enough ground to stand on, let alone grow stuff. On a larger scale than this, I mean. I'm thinking, like, Saves. That's a phosphor tree. Oh, like the ones we saw in the glen. I always wondered, where are the leaves? They're not dead, are they? Oh, not at all. Although these trees are composed of woody tissue, they're closer to grass anatomy-wise. Especially as they're actually leaves? Sorta. What's interesting about these plants is the amount of phosphor sap they can generate. Phosphor, that's the glowy stuff, right? Yep. Phosphor can store light energy and slowly emit it over time. Most of the phosphor from this world still contains energy from before the sun went out. The sun to recharge them, though, well, let's talk about something else. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else in here besides the Roomba, which is pretty funny. I'm pretty sure I didn't see any safes or anything in these people's homes. No one here really gave me anything to work with. I think that's kind of the point. Besides this fucking thing.
Hello.
Goddamn. Fucking creepy. Oh. There we go. Okay. There's a pair of scissors on the ground. On a pile of hair? I don't think anyone's using it anymore, so... Don't like there was just a lone pile of scissors. Well, now we got scissors at least. Oh. Ah. The numbers are still yellowed, so I still know what ones are what. I guess I could use the scissors on the tape to get the tape? I don't know what the tape would do. I guess we'll find out. Bum, 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 bum. I can cut off a piece of tape to keep it, would just lose its stickiness. Okay. Huh. Okay. Still a little lost here. Maybe I can go talk to the computer and it will tell me where to use the numbers? Never mind. Screen's off now. Okay. Good start. Pretty sure there wasn't anything else up here. Just the city. Yep, just the city. Okay. And there are any broken wires inside the empty slot. Well, I'm not an engineer, but it's probably some kind of magnetic technology. I know this much. Magnetic, you say? It said something about magnets, but I don't see a way to fit these in the panel by themselves. By themselves. Hmm. It worked out. Okay. So much time, probably 37 minutes of work already. I hate this. Let's fix the elevator. I don't see a way to fit these in the panel by themselves. So I need to combine them with something. Cut a piece of the can, fold it into a rectangular shape. Oh, just like arts and crafts. I don't think it's supposed to be this simple. How are we gonna connect it to the elevator? Let's find out. Ground. I don't stick to aluminum, but oh, what if I just folded the magnets until this edge? It's holding together if just barely. I hope that's good enough. Magnetized button. There we go. Hope this works. The button fits snugly, and I think the machine powering on. Button completely fell apart. Hey, you tried. Oh well. You tried. It's the thought that counts. That's not gonna work. It was worth a shot, yeah. You tried. I thought I was onto something, man. That's pretty good. Okay, well, that was like the last lead I had. Shit. Okay. Can I just like put it back on the fridge? No. Can't even interact with the fridge. Huh. Guess we could go check on the garden. See if anything has happened. That'd be enough. I mean, this icon here around it is a light bulb, so I thought maybe we have to use light bulb on it. No. Didn't work. Uh, Let's go talk to the gardener. See if he's got anything for us. Sweet. Why is it in a flower pot? Doesn't look nice. I guess. I like to stand in the middle of the wheat field back in my village. It goes on for miles. I wish I could have seen it. In our world, wheat is usually grown in small isolated plots, or in a flower pot. Can I, like, not borrow your trowel? Guess not. Okay, gotta really rack my brain here. We use the scissors, and we use the care. So... Oh, wait. Tape. Tape. God, I'm an idiot. Gotta use the tape. I don't think that took me that long to figure out, but it probably took longer than it should have. I can hold it together with tape. I should have done this in the first place. There we go. Taped button. Let's hope this works. Nice. Oh, shit. Reactivating elevator services. Please input security code to continue. What? That's never happened before. The squares? Huh? You saw them, right? They were on the door and... Oh, no, the square stuff happens all the time. I meant the whole security code thing. And again, the elevator hasn't been this broken before. I guess we should go look for a code. Well, I know the code. 6, 3, 0, 1, and 4. I also take the drink. Excuse me, how you doing, Foss? Yeah, I don't know why. Oh god. I'm fine. Oh man. Okay. I might dump this. So, Dr. Pepper came out with a new flavor, strawberries and cream, which I'm just not realizing is a is the name of an SP album, but it's very weird. I think it only works in the can. I poured it in a mug, and by God, does it taste like medicine. Out of the can it's pretty okay. It's actually pretty sweet, but like, I don't know what happened. Ugh. Tastes like... It's not the worst medicine, but it's like, it's still got that medicine-ish taste, and I don't like it. Anyways, here's the code. What? It works! I don't know what you did, but it actually works. Good job, kid. You're a genius, you know that? Well, I had help from him, too. Oh, right. The whole Messiah business. Anyway, ready to go? I'll be up ahead. Let's do it. Thank you for holding the elevator door open for me, mister. No problem, hop in. How did you know it? Because earlier, I got the film that gave me the number, and I figured out how to find the answer from that film. Sure is taking a while. Oh goodness gracious, I'm stuck in an elevator with the Messiah and also literally God themselves. This is awkward. Oh, maybe we can chat to pass the time? You heard me? I mean, sure. Alright. Should I ask about his job, the city, the library, resume awkward silence? Let's about his job. So, what do you do at your job? You seem really busy. I fix lights, mostly. But now I also deliver and refill high-energy phosphor to structures that need them. Also, I think the game's a little quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. I know it was like halfway through stream that I'm realizing that now, but it's better than never. High energy? You know, the super concentrated Gloria stuff that had to process in factories, it's what powers most of the city's stuff. Oh, used to have a small army of delivery robots doing that, but lately a bunch of them have been breaking down, so until they fix them, I'll just have more work on my plate. Haven't slept in so long. When will the robots get fixed? I have no idea. It's all up to the scientists over at the labs. But they seem really concerned about something else lately. Oh? Never a good sign when even the smart folks are worried. Alright, should I ask about the city? The city is very big. It's smaller than it looks. Getting pretty crowded, too. First there was the refugees from the Barrens, and now more Glen folks are moving in, too. Oh? It's just safer here, you know? I mean, it's not a haven by any means. That square stuff that we just saw, well, we get more of that here than anywhere else, apparently. I noticed. Lucky it only seems to affect the city's infrastructure. The landmass itself is still holding up, which is good since there isn't much solid land here in the first place. Alright, should I ask about the library? Can you tell me about the library? I'm supposed to go there. Oh yeah, that's one of my main delivery spots. Those reading lights are pretty high maintenance, but I always feel out of place surrounded by smart people. Well, I guess you're pretty smart yourself, so you'll fit in fine. You and him. Ooh. Anyway, it was nice meeting you, Nico. Right. See you around, kid. Gotta run now. Oh. He seems in a hurry. Guess we should hurry too. People are counting on us. Let's go find that library. Beep boop. Beep boop. Whoa, look at this dapper man. You alright? The Messiah. Perhaps this is a sign. Tell me, do you think you can fix the world with the sun? Honestly, I don't know. I've been getting mixed messages. I know, but what do you think? I think I should listen to him. After all, he helped me get this far. I will take your faith for an answer then. What do you mean by that? It means whatever you think it means. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Something this way? Did you see what happened? Yeah, my vision went blank for a second. Then I saw something, like a really short dream. I don't know what that was about. Well, let's continue going on. Nothing bad can happen. It's a faded flyer. Another faded flyer. Nothing bad can happen if we just keep going along, right? Curious marking on the wall. Looks like a ram? It's strangely warm in this room. Kitties! Aww! Oh, a cat. Are you lost? Me? Do you wish to join us? Join your cats? Yes. But I'm not a cat. I don't walk on 4 legs like they do. You have cat eyes. My eyes are normal people eyes. Well, normal back home. Your hat is shaped like a cat. But I'm just a person. You are still welcome here. I protect lost people as well. Thanks. But I'm not lost, though. I've got him to guide me. I see. He's cute, okay. Aww. No one purrs. Maybe not. There's so many winding paths. Probably don't want to touch that. Tree. Fox? Whoa. Did you see that fox just now? Right behind that tree. I'm sorry if you're looking for me. I cannot talk to you. Not now. But can you promise me something? Uh-huh. If you can find a way to return, please do. What do you mean by that? No reply. No reply. If you wanted to break down on me, then break down on. Sorry. It's a good turnover song. Hold on, before we go up there, continue exploring this back alley. Oh, some big plastic discs here. Looks like they're supposed to go in something? Are we gonna take these with us? They look so heavy. Alright. Hey, they're actually pretty light. Lantern plant. So, thank you for working so hard, Mr. Lamplighter. Big book. Understanding robots. So now we got a convex lens, a thick lens, and a thin lens, and also a concave lens. Okay, I guess we'll figure out what to do with those later. Is there anything else? Let me go back this way just in case. I might have missed something. Ooh, here we go. Hey there. You have a lot of fish! Yeah, I'm worried about them. Oh? I heard something about how the square particle stuff just took out a major pipeline. I guess I should take advantage of the running water while I still can. Oh, that's not good. Evening news, evening news. Are you here to purchase a copy? No? These are for grown-ups. Grown-ups? Yeah, what does that mean? It means people who aren't kids. Kids? Aren't you a kid? I'm a robot. Right. Gosh, there's so much to this area. The person in the library's up ahead. Thanks. Well, we are supposed to go in the library. Hold on, there's something here. Well then, would it be better if it was gone in an instant or slowly fading away? To be honest, I'd rather the former. I mean, I probably would too. Anyone else? Nope, okay. Ooh. You. What? I didn't say anything. Well, stop staring at me then. I was just looking at your book. Yes, you were in the library. There's books in the library. Go bug the chatty one upstairs. Oh, do you need directions? Let's see. This area here is mostly historical accounts. The reference section is downstairs, and not sure where the children's section is. Sorry. That's okay. I'm not really looking for books. Oh, are you here to look for the author then? No? Oh, that's good. Or, I mean, that means you won't be disappointed. I've been volunteering here for months, and I've never seen him, not even once. We work together with the head librarian on publishing, so you'd think he would at least show up once in a while. But he doesn't? Yeah, he seems kind of reclusive, which is weird for a guy who supposedly traveled the world. Maybe it's just around people. Well, it looks like everyone's heard of him through second-hand accounts, though. Did you reply to my letter that one time? I got it framed immediately. Nice. I don't think we should bother him. Author's book cover a wide range of topics. Seems there are no subjects he does not write about. Quite the Renaissance man, don't you think? I guess so, but he's been focusing on documenting the world as of late. Oh? They say the city is the last bastion of civilization. Soon these books may be the only thing we have to remember the rest of the world by. Ah. Yep, still scared of ladders. Oh, person, hi. Reshelving in progress. Please watch out for potential falling books. I will. Currently off. Whoa. Author is so cool. I heard he can travel all over the world with a flying machine. That's how he gathers material for his books. Wow. Wow. What are you doing to that book? Don't worry, these are my own books that I wrote. I just pulled them off the shelves to modify them. I have to cross out some sections. Most sections. How come? Because otherwise they'll think I copied him. Him? The author. I mean, I really don't see the point of writing anything anymore. The author's just going to write about the same thing and then everyone will love it. And nobody's going to remember the books that came out before his. Oh, I mean, I ain't hating. I can see why people go nuts over this stuff. That guy's got major talent, but it just hurts, you know? It's never fun when people call you a copycat for something you wrote about first. I can see that. People call me a cat all the time, even though I'm a person, cats are pets. And Mausers. I sure hope people don't think I eat mice. Yeah, then I guess we're the same boat, kid. A book. I think I changed at least half a book's worth of content, and even then, it's still too similar. So I just have to accept my fate. I guess being called a cat isn't all that bad. Like people don't assume you eat mice. Trying to see if anyone here can like tell me what this book is that I have. Book club. What do you think about the author? I don't know. Have you read his stuff yet? If not, you should. Author publishes books at a highly accelerated, almost inhuman pace. In fact, he has put out more books in 1 year than most authors do in a lifetime. According to the head librarian, there is still a large amount of material he has written, but not yet published. What can I help but wonder where he can get so much done in so little time? I did the calculation, the numbers simply do not add up. Maybe he can stop time? No such mechanism exists in this world. Is that actually possible in your home dimension? No, I just saw it in a movie once. About superheroes and stuff. Big with a black cover. Emergence of new ecological niches in a post-sun world. Phosphor shrimp. Also known as seed shrimp in certain vernaculars due to the shape of their transparent coat. Ugh. From the ocean surrounding the Barrens. Beetle with a vibrant glow similar to capture in mass and put in jars to be used as living lamps with glowing resonances inspired the now common practice of using phosphor shrimps to do the same. Books are really something, yeah? Here the librarian just released a bunch last week. Oh? They're big compendiums, you'll see them if you like them. Kind of different from his early works, though. I'm used to reading his travelogues and novels, mostly. Big book with a black clover on the cover. It has a comprehensive guide to phosphors. As a general rule, if a phosphor loses its glow entirely, it cannot be relit unless exposed to the sun. If the phosphor is merely dim, it may be possible to boost it through exposure to another phosphor of higher energy, but even so, the boosted phosphor will never return to its original brightness. Blue phosphor. The common phosphor. Okay, yeah, I don't really need to read this. Excuse me. Oh, you're the Messiah. Welcome. When I first entered the city, a big robot told me to look for a library on the surface. This is the same library, right? Affirmative. Oh, goody. Well, we're here. What do we do now? The big robot only said there'd be clues here. That is a question for the head librarian, George. Allow me to call her. She's not picking up. Is she not here? She is here. She is in the archival room upstairs. She's concentrating on her work. She will ignore any and all phone calls for several days. Yikes! Can you go get her in person then? Leaving this pose is not my programming. Then can I go myself? Of course. The archival room is accessible through the stairwell behind me. Gotcha, thanks! More coffee. Unauthorized entry. Library card required for further access. Wait, what? Library card required for further... I have a library card, though. Where can I get one? This is a question for the head librarian, George. Let me call her. Oh, God. She's not picking up. I figured. She can't just let me through. Letting you through without library card is against my programming. Even in an emergency? My program is not flexible. I've not been tamed. I can't feel my limbs. I have to stay awake. I need to find out how this book ends. Curse the author and his beautiful cliffhangers. Okay. Need to get a library card then. I've been looking for ages. Never saw such a thing though. Okay. Well. I'll probably find a library card somewhere else. Walk from the inside. There is still plenty of other areas to search at. Yeah, excuse me. Let's go back up this way. Hey kid, want some soup dumplings? They're guaranteed to contain only a minimal amount of industrial byproducts. I'll pass. Hey, looking for something? Yeah, I need to go find a library card now. Any idea where I can get one? From the library? I tried that already. The person in charge wasn't there. Oh, maybe check out the factory. You can just take the stairs at the end of the street and make a turn. There's a lot of scientists there. Scientists read books, right? They might help you. Smells kind of nice. What is it? Breaded fish. I toasted the bread myself. I see. It's a lot here. Looks like paper or something might come out from it. Didn't do anything. It's a giant camera. Guess it wasn't the right combination. Well, I'm assuming we're gonna eventually find a computer that tells us the right combination. Here for your photos. No? Alrighty then, I'll just stand here. This stand smells a bit like burnt sugar. Yep, stick on the hang of making these fried candy skewers. They don't taste too bad though, do you want one? It's okay, thank you. Hey, ready for me to blow your mind? Sure. Okay, so I've invented medicine to prepare everyone for the upcoming water shortage. All you gotta do is dissolve one of these pills in water, and then you drink the water, and then you never need to drink water again. What? Also makes plants grow faster. How does it work? Here, why don't you take a free sample? Oh, thanks. But thank me, go spread the word. Water pill. Goes in water, supposedly. We could use that for the plant. Yep. It was gonna lead us here. Yeah. X. I press the X button. Do I have to use my mouse? X. And it made the screen go back into windowed, so I'm sure I'm pressing the X button. That's right, I could fast travel this entire time, making this so much faster. But I didn't. Just says X. Something with my mouse? Pressing the X button does not do anything. Shift X? No? Okay, interesting. Well, that doesn't have our solution. Or if it does, I don't know what the hell to do with it. What is over this way? I would assume the factory. Yep. Beep boop. This is the printer room where machines' parts are made. Also robots. It's big metal box with lots of machinery inside. This one has a robot in it. May help you go one color at a time. Management. Can also help to write down previous attempts. If all else fails, wait for the puzzle to reset. Maybe you'll get another one. So it's a puzzle. Okay. Interesting. What, pray tell, is on the other side? It's a person. Luminescence index of liquid red phosphor decreased by a factor of 3.57% this past week. Alarming to say the least, that's the sharpest decline I've seen, and the numbers only increasing. I have to further concentrate the phosphor now for it to be any use of us. It's hard to believe, but there's a good chance the city could run out of light in as little as 6 months. What are we going to do? What are words on the screen? I don't understand any of it. I still have the weird film, even though I don't really need it anymore. For its labs, you must pass the security system test. Huh? You must change the color of the lights into a specific configuration. Allow me. Okay. Denied. Two lights correct. Oh boy. Two lights correct. Two lights correct. Okay. Shit. Okay, so is it these three? No. It's these two here. Okay, last one. Oh boy. Don't fuck it up now. Nice. Whew. Got it. It's a game of, it goes by many different names, but I know it. Oh god. My robot! What happened? I don't know, I left for a minute and... Aww. Monitoring. Ah, those square particles just took out 2 of my robots in the glen. I have to put off the water analysis project for now. Grant's engineer just reported another sighting of the particles in the cliff area. Well, nothing unusual at this point. Some more disruptions in Sector 8 of the city. This is consistent with our earlier findings. Not good at all. Yeah. I wonder what the author would do in this situation. Dr. Silverpoint usually references wax. None of this has been sitting very well in light of recent events. The square particles took out a few of my robots last week, and she fell asleep. Gotta keep my eyes open, man. How does Dr. Silverpoint get all that energy? Hello? Oh, shoot. If I had known you'd be here so soon, I would have turned off the darn lock. Hello there. Sorry about the weird security measures. It's okay. He helped me solve it. Did they now? Is it gonna help you with anything? Yeah. Do you know I can get a library card? A library card? You'll have to ask the library for that. I tried. I need to see the head librarian, but I can't get to see her without a library card. At the same time, she's the one who gives out library cards. Really? Sounds like George, alright. I'm sorry you caught her on a bad day. Uh-huh. Wait, I know. I can just give you my library card. It won't be hard for me to get another one. Oh, wow, thanks. There, you're all set, I think. Wait, shoot, I forgot. The front desk library bots have facial recognition. Photo on the card won't match you, unless I tape a photo of my face to your face. That was a joke. Who knows, maybe you'll get lucky and the robot will take it anyway. Worst comes to worst, you can always find somewhere to take a photo. I already know where to take photos. I'm pulling out from the shelf. It's tube of glitter glue. Have that if you want. Never know when you need to glitter things up, right? Oh, are you sure? Yeah, I have tons of those. Thank you. So, you've been walking all over the world, huh? Mm-hmm. Jeez, I can't imagine. Do you really get tired sometimes? Kinda. But I don't mind. It's actually really pretty. I'm glad you think so. Even with the sun gone, the world is still a beautiful place. What did the world look like with the sun? Oh, it's kind of embarrassing to admit how little of it I've actually seen. Oh, ironic, isn't it? Even though I'm the world's leading researcher, all I do is stay here and build robots. The ones exploring the world, I just write down the data, crunch numbers, generate graphs. Right, I've been seeing robots everywhere. I just thought it was because the world was too dangerous for most people to explore. That's not far from the truth, actually. But I know someone who still does his research firsthand. Oh? Even after segments of land started collapsing and access to the more remote areas became difficult, I mean, he outright built a machine that could fly, something we all thought was not physically possible. Well, I asked him about working with us, so he provides us with all sorts of insights from time to time, but for some reason he really didn't want to build robots, more specifically coding them. How come? Beats me. I mean, he's happy to work with robots. In fact, he even... it's been a while since we last talked. He must be busy with his books now, yeah. Hey, does the lady look kind of familiar to you? Related to the robot lady who gave me the amber. I almost want to ask her about it. Should I? Oh, that's... How did you get this? This robot lady in the bands gave it to me. She looked kind of like you. I see. It was supposed to be such a breakthrough, you know? I even based her myself, so I'll know it works. Breakthrough? We wanted to build a robot that acts like a person, thinks like a person, a robot that isn't bound by its own code. Oh! Turns out you can't really build something like that. Too many contradictions with the code made her unstable. The only time I've ever seen a robot go rogue. Scariest day of my life, tell you what. Rogue? But she seemed so nice when we talked. Even if she talked a little weird. She's been repaired for some time now. My friend was able to stabilize her volatile state through his own means. Real miracle work of that. After he was through, she ended up turning out just like how I wanted, but the damage was already done. I gave up on her back then, we all did. After she realized that now she won't ever come back. She won't even answer my letters. I'm sorry. Sorry for the rambling. You should hold on to that amber, okay? I will. Aww. Gosh, we have so many things. Okay. I cannot stop spinning. Robots are malfunctioning at a frightening rate. Physical damage from square particle anomalies is almost impossible to avert. No living person can touch them unless they have a death wish. But if we're lucky, sometimes the squares go away on their own, but not before taking away one of the robot's arms or legs. Or head. Okay. This is so tedious. I miss the good old days before our robot repairing robots broke down. Now all the robots have to be assembled by actual people, but aren't you a robot? No. I mean, do I sound like a robot to you? Not really. But your head is a TV? What does that do with anything? Never mind. Well, I guess what I could do is just keep trying with the lens. There's only 4 different ones, so there's only so many different options that it could be. It's probably not the smartest idea, but I didn't see any computer. So, we'll give it a shot. We'll do convex, thin, concave, thick. Nope. Shit, there is way too many that it could be. I'm actually realizing that now. That is way too many combinations to try. Okay. Well, the only other point of interest that we've really had so far has been okay, with a hint to who to talk to. Sure. Since there is so many people here, I guess I could go talk to the person that we met up with here on the right. You, doing okay? Yep. What are you doing? Just filling this lamp here. It's taking a while. I think it might be leaking. It might be leaking. Yeah, what are you, doing with that? Aquamarine-haired person. It affects the pill wears off in like a week. Dude, just take another pill. Yeah, I guess, can I combine anything with these? Hair color is blue-green. For reasons. Well, I got good news and bad news. Good news is that the photo center is right behind me. Bad news is that it doesn't work, right? Yeah, you're catching on quick. After operations ended in the Barrens, this place got shut down. Engineers lost their jobs and became street vendors. Maybe he and I can figure it out. That's good. I would certainly help out people with expired IDs, like me. Okay. Never pay attention. Yeah, I knew I had to do something with the lens, but the order of the lens is a little interesting. It's way too many combinations to just try and guess it, so I need to figure out what it is. We had to fix the camera. It's been a while. Pretty sure that the bulgy lens goes on one of the ends, but I forget which. One of the bulgy lens, being the thick one, goes on one of the ends, or the bulge. If it's a bulge, then it's the convex one. Camera engineers, right? Camera? Oh, joyous memories. We went through thick and thin together. I mean, the concave lens did. Concave lens is in between the thick and the thin ones. Okay. Anything you remember about how to work the camera? When arranging the lenses, make sure that the thin lens is positioned between the two curved ones. Okay. Thick lens should be positioned to the left of both of the curved lens. Okay. So concave should be, or the convex, I mean, should be on one of the ends. Concave should be between the thick and the thin. So the thin probably goes here, the concave goes here, and then the thick goes there. Nice! Cheese? Ouch, my eyes. Nice. What about me? Am I eyes always this big? Aw, not a cat. I fixed the camera. Ah, sweet. Nice. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go over to the library. We'll take the shortcut. Or actually, I can probably just fast travel there. There we go. I've been running around this entire time. I need to use the fast travel more. Archive room upstairs. Photo match failed. Do not resemble the owner of the card. You cannot use this card. Bummer. Okay, well, how do I... Oh boy, how do I get it on then? How do I get it on the card? I have a photo and I have the card. Oh, shit, I didn't think about that. I guess the glitter glue? Card is covered in glue and glitter. Nice. Card's my face on it now. Awesome. Yeah, I noticed as soon as you said, "You're good to go, have a nice day." Maybe I should have changed the name. Like an old phone. It's full. So, someone here to see the brilliant George, eh? Caught one of my genius and couldn't help out. Couldn't help but come see for yourself, huh? Don't answer. Of course you are. What else could you possibly want? Actually, I need your help. Can you tell me what I need to do? I think I'm supposed to go to the tower. Ah, but of course I can help. For I, the brilliant, intelligent head librarian George, beholder of all knowledge, believe you're supposed to go into the tower. That's what I said. But how exactly? Through the tower entrance room. Alas, going beyond that small entrance room requires ancient forbidden knowledge that eludes even George, but fear not. If that knowledge happens to be recorded in some cryptic tome in a long dead language, then know that I, George, am fluent in several dead languages. I see. Well, speaking of languages, I have this journal. Oh, I do have this book, though. I think it's written some sort of words I don't recognize. Aha! An ancient book, written by no less than the most ancient... Wait a minute. This isn't ancient at all, but it's written in a dead language nevertheless. It's time for me to unleash my brilliance. For George, me, professor of at least one PhD, shall translate this. This will take some time, however. I see. Excuse me. Oh, what's this? You are sleepy? A little. Fear not, because I have read a book on hospitality before, and thus have prepared for this exact situation. Wow, my controller died. This controller just chews through these batteries. Good lord. That's crazy. I just put him in 2 days ago. God damn. Literally 2 days ago. Alright, well, put him back on charge. I think nothing was happening. That's okay. I can just plug the controller in. The rechargeable batteries, too. I have had these rechargeable batteries for a while. Like, 3 years. Say a Game Gear? Maybe. It's just a Xbox One controller. It's like the basic $50 white one. But, wow. God damn. Maybe... I don't know, maybe the rechargeable batteries are starting to wear out. I mean, they're like a good brand, EBL, but I have had them for quite a while and I've used them a decent amount, so could be that they're just either they're running out of charge or this controller really fucking takes a lot of charge. Anyways, guest room's in the attic down the hall. Thank you. That's not a pathway. Could be the batteries then. Could be. Look on the ground. There are 6. Which one did you encounter? Yeah. I'm a little tired from walking. So are we taking a nap? Yep. And we will quickly open the game back up. Aww. These Nico shots are so cute. Oh. Ah, shit. Hey, I guess you saw my dream? Yep. It was... Come on, let's go. Aw. Well, that was sad. I can see that these books are glowing, but I I don't know if I really care. Lore. I've done it. I finished the daunting task of translating this journal. Oh, that was fast. But of course, I am the speediest translator in recent history. Anyway, I made you a line-by-line transcript. Looks like this journal might be meant for him. Oh? Here, take a look yourself. Greetings. If you can finally read this, that means you are near the tower. Tower is the domain of an elusive entity. This being is connected to the world. For now, you can think of it as the spirit of the world. It has no physical form, but it can communicate through computers and other machinery. You know who I am talking about, of course. When you first arrived here with our savior, it no doubt contacted you right away. Through its own means, the entity will guide the both of you to the tower. The entry room is at the tower's base. Not only do you need the sun there, but also 3 pieces of the previous sun. The savior will not be able to do anything there. You, on the other hand, look at the pattern on the floor. Do as it says. The window will be gone, so you need to bring it back. That's the last of it. The rest of the pages are torn out. You didn't do this, did you? No! Shame, I was wondering what window was supposed to mean. Oh well, I guess Q will have to figure out. Right. By the way, what does it mean by 3 pieces of the previous sun? I only have this sun. Aha, that is a question George can answer. It means you need items containing yellow phosphor, the rarest of the phosphors. It's said to absorb sunlight for the longest time and never fade out. Oh. I do have a piece of amber and a feather. They're both glowing yellow. But that's you're missing the third, no? Fear not, for George, collector of rare artifacts, will assist you. Here. A dice. Oh, it looks like you? Yes. Now you'll never forget my face. The face of knowledge. Ah, thank you. Good luck in your journey, small child. George shall bid you farewell. Well, nice. Got the amber, the feather, and the die. Okay. Well then. I still have the weird film, but I guess that's just gonna be in my inventory. I don't really need it anymore. Okay, well, where's the base of this tower? Do I tell you what to do again? Yes, please. You must go to the small room at the base of the tower while having 3 pieces of previous on your possession. You must stay in the room, and I will do something about the floor patterns and windows. Thank you. Journey. Well, I don't even know where the tower is. Oh. Hey, do you remember where the cafe is? No. Oh, wait, I think I remember. It's up the elevator, and then we take it right and go down some stairs. Asking because, well, I'm a little hungry. Actually, I'm really hungry. Haven't eaten anything since I got here. So is it okay if we go get some food before we enter the tower? Hope we have pancakes. Sure. There's a bonus way to go back up. Alright, back to the cafe then. Do you have another tiny hint for one of your items if you're okay with saying it? One of my items. I probably need to do something with this water pill in the garden. I don't even think I could. I wasn't even sure if I could come back up here, considering every previous area is now lost to us, but it's good that I can still come back up here. Probably something to do with the water pill and the garden, so I'm going to try just putting the water pill on the garden for now, see what happens. Give it certain water, will that be enough? Okay, never mind. Can't combine those two. I could... Sure, go ahead. Apartments has a sink. Good to know. I'll do that real quick after I go to the cafe. Hey, you're back. Did you manage to fix the elevator? He and I went to the surface already, and... Oh, I remember there being a cafe here. Do you have pancakes? We sure do. Wait, I don't have any money. Maybe I can help you wash dishes or something? No, no, it's on the house. The least I can do for the savior, right? Here, why don't you take a seat? I'll go fry some up for you. Pancakes. Aww. These pancakes are so good. Thank you so much. No problem. You looked really hungry. Yeah, this would be my last chance to eat something before I go in the tower. Ah, gotcha. So I guess pancakes are your favorite food. Mm-hmm. Well, almost. My favorite food in the whole world is special pancakes that my mama makes. She actually pick hazelnuts and grind them up into the batter. Wow, it sounds amazing. They taste amazing. She always made them when I was feeling sad or lonely or... Mama, I really miss her. I just have a bad feeling all of a sudden. Am I even here to save the world? People have been saying how the sun won't fix anything. I don't even know why I'm here. I just want to see my mom again. Oh, there. It's gonna be okay. And I'm sure I'll be able to save the world. You're a tough kid. You managed to get this far already, right? Yeah, but... And you'll go home afterward, right? Right. Hey, want some more pancakes? It's okay. I'll be fine. Aww. So, yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for listening. And for the pancakes. Good luck. Pancakes. Achievement. Achievement unlocked pancakes. Aww. That was sweet. Alright, well, to the apartments. One of the apartments has a sink in it. Oh, in the bathroom where we found the scissors, probably. So there's 2 more water here. Nice. Put the pill in the water. This is all really fast. Medicated water. Interesting. Can I just travel to the garden? I can. Nice. Dang, this water should really help the seed grow. Spread a tiny leaf. Good luck, little plant. Aww. I don't know if I can do anything else with it, but... Nice. Well, now we no longer have the water pill nor the tube. So that's something, I guess. So I can't even give it any more water if I wanted to. Does it grow a bunch when I come back? No, okay. Okay, well. Interesting. Indeed. Guess back to the surface. There was still that fox in the alleyway. Well, I should find the tower first. I legitimately don't even know where the tower is. Wait. No, I do. It's this, isn't it? This has got to be the base of the tower. It's gonna be in a... Can I put the objects down here? I know it's in a really small window, but it's just how it is. Uh, hmm. Okay, well, I kind of assumed I could just... Does it want me to click, maybe? Hmm. With the window. Minimize the window? No. Does it want me to exit out? Oh. Is this the inside of the tower? It's a lot darker than I thought. Wait, where's the sun? Do you know what happened to the sun? Uh-oh. Come on, say something. What's going on? Oh. Computer. Hello, Nico. Hello? Congratulations, you're now inside the tower. Are you talking to me now? Correct. But you were always talking to him before. Where's... He's already left. Had to resort to contacting you directly. Wait, so he is gone just like that? Correct. For good? Correct. Has already finished their mission. And so have you, Nico. Here, you can rest now. Everything that's happened here is like a bad dream. When you make up, you'll be home. Oh! But... What's wrong? I thought there'd be more to it, you know? I thought we were supposed to go to the top of the tower. I thought there was supposed to be somewhere we need to put the sun in. And now, I don't even have the sun anymore. And he's just gone. This feels wrong. But you did good. You saved the world. Are you not happy? I guess I am, but it's just... Never even got to say goodbye. As for me, we're done here. Please don't return to this world anymore. Ah, bad end achieved. No, screw it. I'm gonna launch the game again. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, it just closes. Hmm. Can I really not do anything? Huh. Nope. Uh. Should be a desktop hint when you have it open. Ugh, I have to actually... Okay, wait. Hold on. A desktop hint. I need to move stuff out of the way. This is not over. Regardless of what the entity told you, there is more to the story. Documents my game's OneShot. Look for the symbol. Once it is active, please relaunch the game. See you soon. Hmm. Arguments. Ah, it's an EXE. Some features capable are not typical to RPG Maker games and many games in general. Do not be alarmed. It's all part of the game. If you are very paranoid and are sensitive to depictions of eyes or darkness, please proceed with caution. Uh. Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess I'll launch the application first, which is a clover, and then the game? Oh, here we go. Nico, I'm still here. Hi. Hello? Is that you? I thought I heard your voice in my dream. I guess you're still not there. Wait, there's something in my pocket. I don't remember putting it there. Clover. You're still here. Nico, why are you still here? You. Yeah, hi, what's up? Why did you come back? I told you to stay away. You knew I tried to cut the story short, is that it? You want more out of me, is that it? Fine. If you don't want to leave, I'll make sure you never do. Okay. Oh. Oh, God. Well then. Stop putting into... But then again, it's been years since I played. Yeah, I'm assuming the paid version is much different. Actually, it probably is making me go into window mode for a reason. Oh, it sure is. The clover thing. Back then, I told you about the entity as little as possible. It's having me, Apologies for that. I did not want to put the librarian in danger. So the other window is giving me some more, stuff here. So I need to go a specific way here. Up, maybe? Yep. This being has a habit of silencing the people who learn of its true nature. Oh shit. Regrettably, I've seen it happen to dear friends. But do not worry, the entity cannot touch you. Let me see if I can actually get the other window going. Yeah, this is the other window. It's got a green screen on it. That's pretty funny. And then let me get this to be... No, not me. Can this be the one shot? No, that is not working. Let's move the game capture back over. So this is what I got here. This is quite interesting. I don't really know the correct right way to like properly do this. This is making streaming it very, very awkward and weird, but really interesting. Do not worry, the entity cannot touch you. Told you about the entity as... Oh, whoops. Didn't go the right way. So, up again. I'm assuming... Yeah. Back left? Nor can it do anything. Yeah, I'm also just... I'm assuming because it's like pointing down, like, oh, I need to go down that way. Nor can it do anything to me. I already left the world on my own terms. I never meant for the entity to exist. Here. But now that it is fully sentient, one thing became clear. Last door. The entity seeks death. Leftmost door. Death to itself, death to the world, a relentless desire that manifested physically. Second door. You have already seen the scars. I'm assuming the last door. Yep. Right now the entity is doing everything it can to impede your progress, stalling for even a few minutes. This door. Before you inevitably bring the sun to the tower's summit. That is where you, God, will make the final judgment for the world. Of course, the entity will contact you again there. Second door. And when it does, it will trick you into shattering the sun. This will end the world instantly. No, no, it is not that simple. I'm sorry, I do not know what to do in a situation like this. But I think I have to tell you the truth. The sun is the Messiah's tie to the world. I mean, I kind of figured it was something like that. Okay. As long as the sun is intact, the Messiah remains trapped here. So I need to totally obliterate it. Oh no. Oh gosh, there's also a lot of a lot of ones it wants me to okay, here. How many rows? 2 more rows and then those 2 top ones. Okay. I think, right? Oh, it's the opposite. Wait. What? That's not right. I guess it wanted me to do the opposite? Wait. Okay. Oh boy. Well. Unlike the 2 on the right. Oh. Actually, I'm just messing everything up. Ah, there we go. That's right, I didn't realize. Shattering the sun may terminate this world, but... just the one in the middle. Oh boy. It is also the only way for the Messiah to return home. Oh no. It's gonna be a fun circle to try and make. Okay, I have to constantly look back on this and make sure. It wouldn't be so hard if I could control Nico without having to have the window selected. But, no, I do. There we go. Okay. Oh. I did not realize things could end up like this. Please forgive me. This light bulb. Thank goodness it's safe. I guess he isn't coming back. Nico, I'm here. Huh? Yes? Is that really you? I thought you were gone. I never left you. Oh, I was feeling a bit scared back there. This version doesn't have that window problem, though. That makes sense, yeah. I thought I was completely alone. That was silly of me to assume, wasn't it? I guess we need to figure out where to go now, and... The sun! It lit up on its own! Guess I should pick it up, right? Oh, the clover window. Exited. Guess I'll go back to full screen now. How would the Switch version even work? I would assume, I'm assuming, kind of like how they did with DDLC on the Switch, where like they just have like fake OS. I'm assuming at least. I don't know if that's actually true. There's a fake OS, yeah. I assume something like that. That is... I can't tell. Whatever. Just gonna use this for now. Hey, we're back in the house at the beginning. Okay. Now I can get proper read on about where it ends. Kind of. Maybe a little more like that. I don't have a whole lot of time left in stream, but relatively how close am I to the end of the game? So you actually made it here. I guess you win. I'll tell you how to save the world then. When we reach the summit, shatter the light bulb and... Oh. I'm just humoring you. I know you've been getting help from a certain someone. He already told you about the choice, didn't he? Are you still planning to save the world? Why are you trying so hard for this? Haven't you figured out what this world is? Told you at the beginning, your mission is to help Nico leave. Because Nico isn't part of this world. Nico's the only thing worth saving here. Final choice is up to you. I can't go against my programming. You only have one shot. Choose to smash the light bulb, Nico wakes up back home like it was all a dream. But if you let Nico return the sun, the child will have to bear the weight of the sacrifice. I at least tell Nico the truth. You do care about Nico, don't you? Well, we're back to... I'm just going to keep it in window for the rest of the time, honestly. Spent all that time just for it to go back into window mode. I probably should have been playing in window mode anyways, but it is super small on my screen, window mode, as windowed, so I just wanted it to be a little better for me. Sure is taking a while. I guess the elevator leads to the top of the tower. Are you excited? We're finally gonna save the world. I know it's for real this time because you're here. And then I'll get to go home for real this time too. I can't wait to see everyone again. You okay? You seem a little quiet. Do you remember the choice you have to make? Yeah, I have to shatter a light bulb or don't. I'm gonna go with don't shatter a light bulb. I don't know if that's good end or bad end. Nico, I need to tell you something. I'm listening. We can't save both. The world and you. What's that supposed to mean? Send you home, we must break the light bulb. What? But won't that end this world? Yeah. I don't want that to happen. So what happens when we save the world? What happens to me? I don't know. You don't? This is where the sun belongs. Put the sun in here, we'll be able to save the world, right? If I want to go home, I'll have to break it? Oh. What should I do? What's the right thing to do? Oh. That is quite the choice. God damn. I don't even know if this is like good end, bad end kind of thing. I guess it's more like a moral thing. I don't want to return the sun, but only if you return the sun first. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna do that first anyways, to be honest. That just feels like the better idea. Even if Nico's gonna be here forever, it's, you know. Alright. You're right. I can't just leave everyone here to die. Thank you for your help. Promise I'll be okay. Yay! I actually wasn't sure I'd be able to finish the game. Oh, YouTube video with both, I think, probably. Yay! I didn't know the game was only like 3-4 hours-ish. Nico OneShot did the thing. Yay. Aww. I did like most of the game today. It's about 4 hours, yeah. 4 hours isn't that long, so if I really want to, I could go through like the entire game again. Aww, there's the robot. And there's the prophet robot. Aww, achievement. Aww. A side quest. That was the description. Thanks for playing. Nice. If I press A, the game closes. I'm assuming if I try opening it again, probably do the same thing. Just give me the same screen. Yeah. That's all we get. And if I press any button, it Well, well, I don't think I can. Yeah, that just feels like the better option. But because I'm curious and going through the entire game, you know what? You know what? The game's short enough and honestly good enough that I might just go through it again in my own time. I don't need to see the other ending if I'm gonna go through. If I want to give it another shot, it's never old. Ugh, gosh, but that was very endearing. I did like that a lot. With the kind of stuff that it did, like the only other game I could think of that's ever done that was DDLC. Mm, maybe a little bit of Undertale, but not nearly as much. So definitely neat. Definitely neat. Yeah, it's worth it I mean, it's not a very long game. I beat it in 4 hours, and you know how I am with puzzles. So it's not that bad. And there is a way to totally redo your save and start fresh, just like any other game. But yeah. I mean, how much is this game on Steam? $10. Not bad at all. Um, OneShot Solstice soundtrack. So is that by a different person? So it's got the base OST, but it's got the Solstice OST. Was that like an update to the game or something? I don't know. Apparently there's two oh there's also two mods to the game as well. One one that says One Shot Aftermath Solstice. What? I don't know. It's One Shot Solstice OST. I don't know. I can here, I'll show Steam real quick. Oh, it doesn't even want to show up. That's great. Thank you, Steam. Okay. Well, if you go on the Steam page, there's both normal. I'm guessing maybe it's just remixes. Mm. So there's that. Closing the game window. Do not worry, it is safe to do so. It only saves your progress. Funny. But yeah, there's also two mods for it too, apparently on Steam. There's one mod called One Shot Aftermath, which I have no idea if it's good or not. Aftermath is the fan sequel to the surreal One Shot. 1 year after the events of Solstice, you and Nico find yourselves thrown back inside the world, but something has changed. So that might be interesting to check out. And there's another one called Fading Memory. It's a fan continuation of the puzzle game One Shot. Both look pretty good, at least from the screenshots. So maybe those are worth checking out sometime myself. I don't know. Fading Memory has its own OST that you could buy. Awesome fancy cool. Only thing I change about it is AU Abhijit saying why. Play a Solstice song. I can't. I don't have the OST. Steam won't let me unless I buy it. Which I'll be fine. Steam won't let you play songs that are OSTs. Top review for One Shot. I miss my friend. Aw. So I might try out the other mods for it, honestly. They don't look that bad. They look like fairly well made mods. Maybe they're good. Who knows? I'll probably do those in my own time too. But yeah, I was a little worried I might not be able to beat it because I'm not streaming this Wednesday. I am sadly busy. I cannot. I have to work on a school project this Wednesday, so I can't play. I can't stream at all. And then next week I am also busy. Well, busy-ish. Dark Souls 4. Oh god. Next week is exam week. I only have 2 exams to be honest, but I still need to be quiet next week. So all of next week. Well, also on Saturday I have graduation. So next week is just gonna be a break for myself as well. because I've been streaming almost nonstop for a good while now. So it'll be good to get a nice week break off. Um, so yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Well, for now, I will see you guys Friday for art stream and Saturday for something. I don't know. I'll figure out what we do Saturday. Oh no, that's right. Um, I believe it's gonna be me, Ken, Annie, and Gold Dude all doing Tabletop Simulator. So look out for that. That's all I got. So thank you for watching OneShot. I didn't think it would take this short. I thought it'd be a little bit longer of a game. But that's okay with me. Yeah, all of you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you Friday. Bye.